Hey guys, let's get more news from Dallas Cowboys, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Report: Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has marvelous reaction to Philadelphia Eagles loss. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones didn't hide his delight after watching the Seattle Seahawks upset the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 15. The Cowboys and Eagles are in a tight race in the NFC East, with both teams owning a 10-4 record after the latest round of games. Philadelphia could have overtaken Dallas in the standings with a win on Monday after America's team lost ugly against the Buffalo Bills in their Sunday showdown. With that said, when the Seahawks pulled off the epic 20-17 come-from-behind victory over the Eagles, Jones, and perhaps the rest of Dallas, was unsurprisingly ecstatic. After all, the result lessened the blow of their defeat to the Bills even for a little bit. When asked about his reaction to the Seahawks-Eagles game, however, Jones made sure to commend Drew Lock and company as well. Aside from the fact that the Seattle win benefited them, the billionaire pointed out that he genuinely enjoyed the exchange of blows. "It was marvelous. I watched every bit of it. I thought I was about to doze then when they made those two exciting plays. I couldn't sleep until 4 in the morning because of the impact it can have in our year," Jones told Sean and RJ on Odyssey's 105.3 The Fan, via Todd Archer of ESPN. Jerry Jones couldn't have been more real here. The Dallas Cowboys really needed that break, and the football gods smiled on them as they gave exactly what Mike McCarthy's men were probably praying for. Jerry Jones' Dallas Cowboys remain atop the NFC East, for now. Despite currently leading the division, Dallas could lose the top seed if both them and the Philadelphia Eagles win all their remaining 3 games. As Sporting News explained, the complicated tiebreakers would allow the Eagles overcome the Cowboys for the NFC East top seed in the event they win out. Dallas is currently ahead due to the win-loss record in the division, but Philadelphia would have the advantage based on win-loss record against common opponents. The Eagles would be at 10-2, while the Cowboys would be at 9-3. With that being said, aside from needing to make sure that they win the remainder of their games, the Cowboys will need to hope that the Eagles lose at least 1 or 2 of their final 3 games. As it stands, the Cowboys have a tougher road compared to the Eagles. Dak Prescott and company face 2 top teams in the next 3 weeks in the Miami Dolphins and Detroit Lions, while Jalen Hurts and Philly play the New York Giants twice and the Arizona Cardinals, both of which have a losing record. The Cowboys definitely have their work cut out for them. Micah Parsons pushes back on fake analysts who are excited when Dallas Cowboys fail. Dallas Cowboys pass rusher Micah Parsons has played for America's team long enough to know that NFL coverage centers on him and his teammates no matter the result. But after a bad road loss to the Buffalo Bills this week, Parsons took what he called fake analysts to task over their propensity to attack the Cowboys the minute they slip. In particular, Parsons has an issue with former players who fall into this familiar habit. "What I don't understand is everyone just waits for the Cowboys to lose," Parsons said to start his Bleacher Report podcast The Edge this week. "I saw multiple analysts, people who are fake analysts who someone got jobs on TV, saying, 'There goes your boy.' It's almost to the point where it's almost sick that former players are waiting for current players to fail so that way they have something to talk about." Certainly across every network, the 31-10 drubbing in Buffalo opened the floodgates on Cowboys hate. But the loss was uninspiring at exactly the moment Dallas was moving up the standings and beginning to prove itself as a real NFL contender after several playoff disappointments. Parsons doesn't appreciate the kick them while they're down nature of Cowboys coverage. "Why do you want a person to lose so badly?" Parsons questioned. "I'm a fan of the game, right? Whether I'm playing Josh Allen or whoever, at the end of the day, I don't want to see Josh Allen hurt. I don't want to see him fail. I want him to continue his career. Obviously, when we're playing and we're lining up against one another, I'm trying to beat him. But it seems that a lot of people are just waiting for people to fail." Still, that same dynamic fuels athletes like Parsons who play in Dallas. Would he be hosting a Bleacher Report podcast if not for his fame leading the Cowboy defense? And for fans who attack reporters for their Cowboys opinions, most NFL fan bases would trade for more attention in a heartbeat. The Cowboys are the most popular team in the NFL, for better and worse. Parsons and anyone else from Cowboys Nation is going to feel the love and the hate more intensely than just about anyone else in football. Micah Parsons pushes back on fake analysts who are excited when Dallas Cowboys fail. Should four-time Pro Bowl pass rusher sign with Dallas? It's the week before Christmas. 'Tis the season for some grace from our bosses, less to do, maybe a holiday bonus, or even, in the case of Justin Houston, permission to leave. The Carolina Panthers cut the veteran edge rusher on Tuesday, bringing an amicable end to his short stint in the NFC South. The move comes with minimal risk to the team and allows Houston, who turns 35 in January, a chance to pursue a better opportunity and perhaps one last chance at a Super Bowl. As has been reported, Houston is open to playing again this season, but only for a contender. Should the Dallas Cowboys extend an offer? Our analysis. As much as their ego was bruised in Sunday's 31-10 loss to the Buffalo Bills, the Cowboys are still contenders. At 10-4 and firmly in the conversation for the second-best team in the NFC, Dallas is presumably one of the dozen teams Houston would consider. One argument against: fans shouldn't expect a late-season reinforcement on the edge, because there simply isn't any room for him. The Cowboys are productive as a pass rush group. Pro Football Focus has the pass rush ranked third in all of football, behind just the Cleveland Browns and San Francisco 49ers. They rank fifth in sack percentage, one of the dozen teams with at least 40 sacks, and sit in the top half of the league in pressure percentage. It may not be the world-beating unit it looked like it would be after the first month of the season, but Dallas is perfectly fine in this regard. Furthermore, the unit is also deep enough to sustain an injury. Obviously, losing superstar Micah Parsons or stalwart DeMarcus Lawrence would be detrimental, but rotational pass rushers Dante Fowler Jr., Dorrance Armstrong, and Sam Williams all have a higher pass rush win rate than Houston, 9.5. Houston did start 7 games this year and he is officially a 4-time Pro Bowler, but his heyday was almost literally a decade ago. The veteran has just a half sack to his name in 7 games this season, struggling to stay on the field for what is a putrid Panthers defense. A flip-side argument: adding Houston might free Parsons to play more off-ball linebacker. A spot where Dallas was, as you'll remember, interesting in Shaq Leonard before he picked Philly. But again, how would Dallas justify putting Houston on the field ahead of Dante Fowler Jr., Dorrance Armstrong, and Sam Williams? If Houston comes along for the ride and provides some mentorship and depth to a stretch run, so be it. But basically any other team making a championship push makes more sense for both parties. And you fan, what do you think of the Justin Houston situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.